Welcome to Bible Time with Mrs. Shirley at Walter Hill Church of Christ. Are you ready for another story from God's Word? Are your feet still and your hands still? Are your eyes focused and your ears ready to listen? We're going to sing a song about the Bible because all of our stories come from God's book. I have a wonderful treasure, the gift of God without measure, and so we'll travel together, my Bible and I, my Bible and I, my Bible and I, and so we'll travel together, my Bible and I. Do you know how many books are in this Bible? 66. 39 of them are in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament. When I was in the third grade, I learned a little trick to remember that. Because third grade is when we learned our multiplication tables. 3 times 9 is 27, 39, and 27. And I've always remembered it since then. Can you say your books of the Bible with me? Let's start with the Old Testament. Ready? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. And maybe you can sing the New Testament books with me. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts and the letter to the Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd and 3rd John, Jude and Revelation. If you said your Old Testament books and sang your New Testament books, you have just said all 66 books of the Bible. Let's see if we have our word of the week ready in the mailbox. I have something. Our word today is honor. Honor. Let's say you said all of the books of the Bible, all 66 of them from memory, and I said, everyone who has said the books of the Bible, please stand up. And we would all look and see who's standing, and we would honor you for saying those books of the Bible. Well, sometimes people have a special ceremony to honor them. Maybe you've been honored like Helena in a graduation ceremony. I know some people who have entered a competition and they may get an honor like a trophy or a certificate, or perhaps like Grant, who got this medal for a race he was in. We can honor someone without giving them an award or having a special ceremony. To honor someone also means to give that person respect. What does the Bible say? We're going to look in Ephesians today. That's in the New Testament. Ephesians 6:2. It says, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. This is one of the original 10 commandments. Do you remember our 10 commandments? No other gods, no idols, don't misuse God's name, keep the Sabbath holy, that's God's special day. Hey, honor your mom and dad, don't murder, lust or steal, no false tales, don't envy, this is God's great deal. Hey, someday most of you will get married. When I got married, I had a new set of parents. My husband's parents became my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. So I needed to honor them just like I would honor my parents. There's a story in the Bible called Ruth. In fact, there's a whole book in the Bible called Ruth, and you can find her story in that book of the Bible. This story talks about a way that Ruth honored her mother-in-law. I have a story/song about Ruth and Naomi, and I hope hope you will listen along with that. The story comes from Ruth and Naomi by Jill Kemp, illustrated by Richard Gunther. There was a famine in Israel and all the food was gone. Elimelech took his wife Naomi and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to live in the country of Moab. The family lived there for 10 years, and both their sons married girls from Moab. It was a sad day for Naomi when her husband and both her sons got very sick and died. Listen, my daughters, hear me now. My heart is sad, my soul is bowed. My husband's gone, I'll leave this land. I will return to Bethlehem. Ruth said, I will go, I will go, I will go where'er you go. I will go, I will go, I will go with you, Naomi. But Orpah said, Mother, I love you, yes I do, but my family's here, it's true. I must remain, though sad at heart. It grieves me greatly now to part. But we know what Ruth said. I will go, I will go, I will go where'er you go. I will go, I will go, I will go with you, Naomi. They went to Bethlehem, and Ruth worked in the fields belonging to Boaz. He was her husband's uncle. Boaz told his workers to drop plenty of stalks of barley for Ruth to pick up. Ruth showed all the barley to Naomi. God has looked after us today, Naomi said. Boaz would be a kind husband for you and to keep the family name going too. And one day, Ruth did marry Boaz. Ruth honored Naomi by going with her back to her homeland. Ruth helped Naomi, and Ruth ended up marrying Boaz one day. Ruth showed great honor to Naomi. This week, show honor to the people that take care of you. Honor your parents, your grandparents. Honor your teachers, your sitter. All those that show kindness towards you and help to take care of you deserve great honor. So this week, show honor to them, but most of all, make sure you honor God. Let's have a good week.